I've got some swag and I've got some tires to share with you guys. Pretty exciting day. There's a new brand in the RC world and it's actually from Amain Hobbies. It's called Upgrade RC and these guys are gonna come out with some really cool accessories. And they're starting off with the stuff that you see here, some t-shirts, some hats, and some really cool looking tires. And I'm gonna go over everything you need to know about the new brand today. And let's start off with the swag. I have their Elevate trucker hat on and the Rad t-shirt. The shirts are gonna be available in different sizes, and this stuff's pretty comfortable. Next up, I've got the Graphite t-shirt and the UPG trucker hat. These shirts also have the Upgrade logo on the back. In this gear is the UPG t-shirt and the flat bill trucker cap, which this East Coast guy really can't pull off. But hold on, I got one more thing to show you. This will actually work for this East Coast guy. It's the Upgrade Elevate hoodie. Really cool and comfortable sweatshirt. Like that it's got the logo on the arm. Now let's talk tires. So here it is, the starting tire lineup, and this was actually created by Matt Wallace. This guy knows what the RC world is all about. He knows what the RC enthusiasts want, and that's how he developed these tires. And I gotta tell you, just right off the bat, not even driving them, they look really good. A lot of thought went into these. And let me just give you the basics about the tire. So starting off here, we've got a 2.8 tire. They come from the factory pre-glued. The rubber and the glue is sourced here in the USA, and then the products are actually produced over in Taiwan, sent back, but it's all with quality in mind. And these things have been tested by the guys over at Amain. Matt has, of course, tested them as well, and I hear the performance is pretty awesome. Really good for the basher community. So the tires are gonna come in a blister pack like most tires do. These are gonna cost $39.99 per pair. So it's priced right with a lot of the other tires that are on the market. And once you open up the bag, you're gonna find, two tires that are pre-mounted from the factory. You're gonna get some Upgrade stickers. That's always awesome. And then you're gonna get these hex adapters. So one of the really cool things about these wheels that you probably already noticed beyond the 5-star lug is it's got a very small bolt pattern in the center, where a lot of universal wheels that are out there, they have a large adapter in the center. These guys kept it really small, and it's actually a 17mm hex as the adapter. And so what these additional pieces do is it allows you to either use the 17mm, or its real intention is to use these adapters. So you use it on 12mm hex cars and even 14. So let's say Traxxas and Arma. So it looks really good. The plastic of the wheel, it's got a nice matte finish to it, really thick spokes. It's got the Upgrade logo on it. And then I just want to tell you guys about the glue bead on this. I mean, it's absolutely perfect on every single tire that I've looked at here. Looks like it's gonna hold up really well. The tires come vented from the factory, and I noticed they didn't just put a standard hole in every one of them. I think it was actually this one here has a larger hole. So these guys must have tested it to make sure that the venting hole was the correct size. Open cell foam insert on the inside. And then they have the 4 different patterns that you see here to start off. So this one is the saw blade. And this actually might be my favorite because it's kind of narrow and it's lightweight, and I think it's just gonna perform really well. I mean, it's just got a killer lug on it, kind of like a reverse chevron. Larger lug on the side, a little bit taller than some of the other tires out here, but not by much. There is a specific rotation direction on this, so make sure when you're mounting it up, you put them on properly. But again, these will fit on popular 12 and 14mm hex vehicles really easily, most 10 scale stuff. And I got word from Upgrade that they're gonna develop their own 17mm hex adapters. They're working on that, so there's a little teaser for you guys of stuff that they're already working on. The next one in the lineup is the Dirt Claw. This kind of looks like your standard width monster truck tire. Really cushy sidewall on it, really gnarly lugs as well. Very cool pattern on it. I like the tall lug because it allows you to get that traction. It'll be a longer wearing tire, and the compound feels really good. Whatever rubber they source, I think they nailed it on it. Next is a street tire. Everybody loves running on the street, right? These have a really cool carcass-shaped shredded street radial look. These do have a direction to them as well. These do have a open cell insert, but it's got a smaller vent hole to it. These tires feel really good. And then I bet a lot of people are gonna love using these. These in sand, in snow, They're actually called the Snowplow, and look at that gnarly chevron design on this. And then they got the mini chevron just for some additional traction on the inside. But this thing is definitely gonna throw some serious roost. You know what, I'm gonna go mount these up on a couple trucks and just go outside, have some fun, and show you how they perform. So I got a little bit of runtime in on the new tires, and I gotta say my initial impressions of them are pretty good. I actually really like the saw blade tires, and the dirt claws work really well too. The snowplow tires, those are really specific to the type of terrain that you're gonna drive on. I was just kind of ripping that around on dirt and through the water. And what I noticed is you lose some steering with it just riding on those blades. But I'm sure once you get in some loose snow or some sand, that's where those tires are gonna be a lot of fun. And then the street blade tires, these aren't exactly a throw-on tire in my opinion. I think you're gonna have to do a little bit of tuning, drop your vehicle down just to get the center of gravity a little bit lower, because these things were getting a bit edgy on the asphalt and the truck was tipping over, rolling just because there was so much chassis roll. But the tires do have a lot of bite. The other thing I noticed is that, again, I just threw these right on, the insert is shifting a little bit, so the tread of the tire is moving over a little, and maybe that'll change once you go drop your rig down, but that's what I noticed. The other two tires, the dirt claw and the saw blade, these just have some serious traction, so much fun watching them rip up the dirt, tons of forward traction, and a little grippy in the corners as well. And this is the start, guys. I mean, these are the initial launch products for Upgrade RC, and from what I gather, they're gonna have a lot more stuff coming out. We're talking drift tires, crawler tires, and just a lot more accessories. So watch for this brand in the future to really blow up. I'll have links for everything in the video description below, and let me know what you think about the new brand.